You have no idea how much epic predictions and plays are poured of in this match. Anyways, looking from the team preview, my opponent has a pretty unorthodox team. For instance, Latios and Latias on the same team? Kinda strange in my opinion. Infernape and Tyranitar, that's pretty standard, but holy cow, an NT on the OU team? Okay, that is totally unheard of from my previous matches. So anyways, I'm beginning the match. I go with my Fairforn. Why is he Scizor? He goes into his Gengar. Seeing that he switches out, I exploit this to my advantage. Take this time to set up my rocks. Then I get out of there because I don't want to be taking any basic boosted Flameforce eruptions. He goes for Toxic. And seeing that I probably go for Scout, he switches out his Entei for his Gengar or Tyranitar. So I go for Scout. He's pretty much forced to switch out because I'm gonna be 2-hit KOing his Tyranitar and no one wants to lose a Tyranitar to a Jellicent. So he switches into his Gengar. I go for Scout, hoping for the burn, but that's okay. Even though I don't get the burn, I can still finish him off anyways. He goes for Disable, tries to disable my Scout. I was like, okay, that's fine. I go for Shadow Ball, finish the incoming Gengar off, and that's one main threat down. He goes into Latias. I set up my Jellicent for early game Death Fodder, seeing that it's useless at this point. I go for Shadow Ball, do some decent damage to that Latias. And my Jellicent dies, that's okay with me. I go into my rotom-w. Seeing that he has already got the special attack drop, I could tank a Draco Meteor, go for Hidden Power Ice, and get some lefties recovering. Using Tyranitar, I go for HP Ice again, get him to the point that I could kill it with my Infernape later on in the game. I go to my Scizor. I predict his oncoming crunch and resist the hit very nicely. I go for Superpower. On the Entei, does a decent jump, but now I was like, shoot, I need to get out of here, otherwise I'm going to be taking boosted fire attacks and that's not good. And yes, I do predict the oncoming eruption. My Latios takes it like a champ. I go for Surf, finish off the Entei. Seeing that I'm locked to Surf and he sends out his Latios, I have no choice but to switch out. So I go into my Scizor, thinking I could tank a Draco Meteor and Side Shock, but alas, I don't. So my Scizor dies on turn 14, that's okay with me. I go to my rotom-w, and this is where the Star War begins. I go for Hidden Power Ice, does some good damage on that Latios. He goes for Draco Meteor. I was like, okay, knowing he probably tried to spam Dracos to kill me off, I could exploit that special attack drop to my advantage. I keep on going for more hidden parts as he goes for Roost. And at this point I was like, okay, this is going to get a little stally. He goes for Roost again. I go for more hidden powers. And I get more lefties. More Roost. More hidden powers. I was like, dang, this is gonna take forever. I was like, you know what, let's break this stall right now. And send on my own Latios. Seeing that special attack drop won't do that much damage to my own Latios, I go for another Draco and fire back with even more damage. So there goes bye bye Latios. He goes into his Infernape. He probably tank one Draco seeing have a special attack drop. He goes for Close Combat because the strongest move he could pull off for it. I was like, oh my gosh, that did a lot of damage. I go for another Draco, I was like, and I missed! I was like, what the heck? I would have kept my Latios alive if it hadn't been the case. So I go into my own Infernape, revenge kill for you die, my Latios, and go straight for the Mach Punch, since I don't want to risk a speed tie. He goes into his Latias. I go for Mach Punch again, and it looks like a late game Kirito, aka Inferno Suite. He kills in Tyranitar. I was like, okay, that ability was surprising. I go for Mach Punch, and that's the game right there. Good game, Barry70. And my question of the day is, what was the most hilarious match or team you ever fought? Leave me a response in the comments section, and be sure to sub, like, comment, subscribe because that helps a lot. HimikoZweilotte, Bakugantsuvai1, signing off. Peace.